my name's Kayla and this is Kayla's Cabin. In today's video, I am going on vacation. I'm gonna go to Niagara Falls first, and then I'm gonna take in the Canada side, and then we're gonna take a quick trip to New York City. So this vlog is for Niagara Falls. The next video will be for New York. So I need to get packing. So I just finished packing, and now we gotta head to the airport. Mom's bag broke, so we had to get her another. It's $80. This was the masterpiece that was her bag, and then it broke. How do you feel paying $80? It is Sunday. We're about to go on the plane, and we're going to Buffalo, New York first before we're going to take a cab to Niagara Falls, and we're going to chill at our hotel. And then tomorrow we're going to go on the boat ride, and then the next day we're going to go into the shops near Niagara, and then the next day we're going to do the stuff around Niagara. We just got to the hotel. Look at this freaking view. Like, you can see both of the things. You can see that one and then that. That's so cool. Okay, we're going to get our passes for Niagara Falls. And we're going through a casino, and this is the water fountain. We're going over there. Okay, we just got our passes. That was very confusing. We had to get all of our times on the same day, but this is what we're gonna do, I guess. And then they give us these passports, so we get a sticker at each location that we go to. It's like that, and then here's the sticker. Pretty cool. It is raining so hard, but that view is crazy. So the passport thing we got earlier is they get stickers at each location. This was the one we got, and then for the first half of the book we're getting stuff for them, and then the other half we're not going to, so we're not going to get that. No. I think I'm gonna get this because this is the perfect size shirt that I like. And then we're getting a mag. Alright, we're about to go eat. We're gonna eat at Margarita. Oh, I'm so tired. It is Monday, and we are gonna go to the boat ride today. I'm so freaking excited. I've been wanting to go to this boat ride on Niagara Falls for so long. So yeah. We got into this massive boat that carried more than 100, I would say, people, and we got to go through Niagara Falls. So we actually got to go up to the Canada side first, which is the one that's all around, and then we went to the US side, which is the one that's kind of just straight. and we actually got to go up right inside the Canada side. Which is what you're seeing right now, and I suggest if you're ever going to Niagara Falls, do the boat ride. It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you will most definitely get wet. There is not a chance you will not get wet because of all the mist of the falls going down into the river. It is such a gorgeous sight. I will never forget this experience. You can even see how wet my camera is right now because of all of this. You also get to see lots of rainbows, which is very, very cool. You can tell how wet I was getting with my hair, and don't wear makeup. I was the bad person that wore makeup on the boat ride tour and couldn't wipe my face because I was wearing makeup. It was terrible, but it was still so fun to just experience going up inside the Canada side of the falls. And then this is the US side of the falls. So I found the Canadian flag farmhouse. So now I'm gonna get one for me and one for Emma and then one for Natalie. We just got finished with the boat ride and now we're gonna go to Journey Behind the Falls. It's basically like a tunnel that takes you right next to the falls. So yeah. Journey Behind the Falls takes you right next to the water and you get into this really long tunnel. And in one of the sections of the tunnel, you can go out and see where the water is running down, like that. And then there's the observation deck that gets you right close, right up next to the Canada side of the falls. It's such a breathtaking sight, especially if you don't want to do the boat tour. This is the next best thing. Yeah. Alright, we did some shopping and now we're gonna cross the Rainbow Bridge, which is the connection between Canada and US. And then we're gonna look at the US Niagara Falls side. Oh, Mish. That is the observation tower that we're gonna go to. I found a penny machine. I'm gonna get that one and that one. You can definitely see a better view of the falls from the Canada side than the US side, because this is all you can really see from the US side. Niagara Takes Flight is like a VR type of thing that like you get to experience flying over the falls, which was so cool. I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but it was actually such a cool experience. We're at Clifton Hill, which is a big street with like games and stuff on it. We're gonna go to Rainforest Cafe to see if they have a penny machine. It's mini golf. I hate mini golf. It lights up at night. The US Falls has the US sign, and then the Canada Falls has the Canada sign. It is Tuesday, and we are going to go to breakfast first, and then we're going to go to a fort of some sort, and we're going to go shopping around a local town that's nearby. So, yeah. I think that's the visitor center. Or is that it? Oh. We made it to the fort.
And park. Right. Cast back. Load. Shoulder, arms. Wait, ready. Set. Fire.
Oh, wow. That's sick. That's sick as hell. Nice.
There you have it. The loading is fired.
So Fort George is a site from the War of 1812 where the British was held, and there was a lot of actors around that got to like feel like you're inside the War of 1812 and like where they lived and stuff. This is where the officers slept, which are very fancy at the time because the other quarters are very, very small. They're very chatty. There's a lot of workers with like uniforms and stuff. They like to talk a lot. Oh. Oh, it's where the cannons are. This is where the regular, like, military people lived, and each of these beds would hold around like 4 to 8 people. It was very crowded in there, and people's family also lived in there, which is kind of crazy. We just finished the fort, and now we're on our way to St. Angelican Church. It has a full cemetery there as well. Okay, we're heading to the power station, which is like an underground tunnel that we can go to look at the falls. The power station / tunnel is where you can journey down into the underground tunnel, a 2,200 foot long passageway down into a tunnel that leads you to another viewpoint for Niagara Falls. We are 180 feet below the surface, and with this beautiful ass tunnel. We're going to an observation deck that's like 10 to 15 minutes down. You getting sick of seeing Niagara Falls yet? is so freaking cold in here. 180 feet below the surface is freezing. It's like 18 degrees Celsius. Alright, it is Wednesday and we are about to go to the Butterfly Museum. It's also the last day we're in Niagara, so. This is the Butterfly Conservatory, which was one of my favorite moments on that trip, where we get to see a lot of different butterflies, and some of them will land on you, which is very cool. There were so many in here, it was so crazy. I was just worried about stepping on one of them. That's cool, it's right on your shoulder. Oh, and it's gone. Right? I have a fear of flying things, so this is interesting, but they're very pretty. I really like them. They keep flying everywhere. And they like to follow each other, which is really cool to watch. I say this and still try to put a butterfly on my finger. Although my mom did make me because she really wanted a photo with me on a butterfly, so that was her fault. But it was still really cool to see all the butterflies chasing each other. And Mom got a lot of butterflies on her. Oh, you got two. Big ass line. I just got pizza. So we're going to the Whirlpool Aero Car, which is basically like this red car that goes over the falls. So we get to be over the falls, which is really cool. We're gonna go across the river with that. The Whirlpool Aero Car is a bright red cable car that guides high above the Niagara water, and we get to see a whirlpool, that's that white stuff, as it goes through this little channel, which is super cool, and very, very big river. And I think it was around like 200 feet deep. That water is deep, and it has the highest currents possible, which is also very crazy.
Because there's lots of fish down there, believe it or not. There's largemouth bass, there's smallmouth bass.
We also got to see a deer here, which is so freaking cool. I wasn't expecting to find a deer.
Sweden, that's it. New Zealand and Sweden. The only other places in the world that have something like this.
And now we're going to the Whitewater Walk, which is basically a walk along the river. So beautiful here. I love the views. The river is so freaking cool. This would be such a cool place to live. Okay, there might be a rattlesnake. Anyway, I want to do some drawing of the falls. So I'm gonna do that with my little art kit that I brought. I made my own little notebook. I have watercolor, oil pastel, and I've already done these at the falls. That's the US Falls, and then that's the Canada Falls. A bug got on me, and that's why I was doing all of that. That's what I have so far. It's just the base colors of that. This is what I finished with so far. I think I'm gonna add some oil pastel later, but it works. I found another painting machine. I want to get that one, and then that one. These are all the ones that I got. We are gonna go to the Pandora store so I can get me a new charm for my charm bracelet. I think we're gonna get the Canadian flag. No. Thank you. This is what I have in my bracelet so far. Alright, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a tour of everything we bought, which is a lot. So we bought not one, not two, but 5 of these little Canada pom pals. One's for me, one's for my best friend Natalie, one's for my other friend Emma, and then 2 of these are for my mom's coworkers. And then I got 2 pens. Both of them are for my best friend because she asked for them. And then I bought this journal for myself, 2 shirts, which are my mom's, the Canadian, and then a cool diamond one. And then we got photos from the falls. It's us like screaming as we're going down the falls. And then we also got a reusable bag, yes. And then we got a lot of patches because in the future we're planning on doing a little blanket where we're gonna put all of the patches on. But we have a lot of Niagara ones. We have this one, which is my favorite, this one, and then one from Fort George, and then one from Canada. And then we got a lot of magnets, the butterfly exhibit, Canadian flag, 2 Niagara Falls, one's for us and one's for my mom's best friend, another Niagara Falls one that we got for free, and then at Canada. And then these are some free postcards that we got, and our bag, and then my mom's print because she loves wolves. So yeah. This is the end of this week's video. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you come back. Next week I'm going to post my New York vlog, New York City vlog. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed all of the Niagara Falls footage. That is extensive. Bye-bye. This is the end of this week's video. I hope you enjoyed and make sure to like and subscribe. Bye.